I'm Ben Olt, one of the partners at Haven Human Asset Ventures. At Haven, we focus on building the capabilities of leaders and teams. In our surveys of over 1,000 participants, one of the most consistent themes we hear is that employees want far more feedback than they actually receive. And yet, many of us avoid delivering critical feedback. We avoid it because we're worried it might damage our work, hurt the relationships, or both. And let's face it, oftentimes it does. That's where this course comes in. This is designed to expand your perspective on the different types of feedback you can deliver, increase your skill in delivering it, and ultimately to increase the volume of feedback you deliver. This is one in a series of asynchronous development opportunities at Haven. We hope that you enjoy this course, but that you also check out our other courses on receiving feedback and coaching skills for leaders. I'm pleased now to turn this over to Amy Fenalosa, a leadership expert and one of our core faculty members. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Amy Fenalosa, leadership expert and faculty at Haven Human Assets. At Haven, we devote all of our time to helping leaders be more effective in their roles. Collectively, our team has worked with more than 10,000 leaders, and we've gathered volumes of data on leadership practices and workplace behavior and what works successfully. In our session today, we're going to talk about delivering feedback, all kinds of feedback. We know that people crave feedback, and often what comes to mind first is constructive feedback. However, praise can be an equally, if not more, valuable learning opportunity. And yet we don't really always deliver praise well. People will often say, "Good job," or "Nice work," candidly and in passing. What we want to do is think about specific, meaningful praise that can help people grow in their careers. So we'll spend some time helping you learn to deliver praise. In addition to that, constructive feedback is important, and we're going to talk about why people avoid it and how to get better at it. We'll give you some specific tools so that you feel more confident delivering feedback and create a culture of ongoing and regular feedback within your organization. How do you feel about giving feedback? Do you dread it? Procrastinate doing it, totally avoid it? We all tend to avoid and hesitate when it comes to giving feedback. Even I do it, and I'm an expert. Why is that? We're going to explore how we can give feedback in the most productive ways. Let's get into it. Feedback ranks just below going to the dentist on the list of most dreaded tasks. We hear again and again that leaders avoid delivering feedback, and yet employees crave feedback. They are constantly asking for more. In engagement surveys that we hear from our clients, employees are always asking for more detail on how they can improve, how they can be their best, and how they can be successful. And yet, leaders avoid delivering it. So how are we going to balance that discrepancy? We want to provide you with tools that will help you be more effective in delivering feedback. In this course and the bookend video course on receiving feedback, which we encourage you and your team members to watch, we hope to increase the volume of feedback that you deliver on your team to enhance the learning for everyone. We have some specific goals that we're going to aim to accomplish. First, we want to understand that assumptions drive the frequency, quality, and results of feedback discussions. We want to teach you to pressure test those assumptions, and then understand that strong relationships and trust will make feedback easier. And if you lack either, you're going to need to work even harder to be more effective. Ultimately, we're going to help you practice delivering feedback by using some of our scripted tools. Let's start off with a quick exercise. We'd like to introduce you to a case about a manager called Lou. Take a moment and read the case, and then we'll get into it. Now that you've had a chance to read the case, pause for a minute and reflect. Think a little bit about Lou's role as a manager. What's Lou's responsibility to share this feedback? What do you think is the biggest barrier to her sharing the feedback? You may have reflected on Lou's responsibility as a manager to deliver feedback. As managers, we all have a tremendous opportunity to deliver feedback to our team, because if we don't deliver feedback, who will? People have their greatest growth and learning opportunities in their places of work. There are many times when managers hold back from delivering feedback that could help an employee succeed because they're uncomfortable with it. So as we begin to explore delivering feedback, let's think about how feedback can become a priority for each of us every day. Making feedback a priority is step number one. And we don't just mean critical feedback. We encourage you to provide feedback that is positive and specific. Be a coach or a mentor for your employees, and think about constructive and productive feedback when it's appropriate. Let's pause and reflect and think about your own work. As we're going through this workshop, consider how you can prioritize feedback and build it into your everyday work.